folks. And I'm going to start us off with a song, and then we'll get into the show.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Let's do a real show. It's transparency and merit, and it's a whole lot more. Walk against the woke and suck a dick. All right.
Here we go with the song, Joey.
Joey, Joey, look at these, my jelly beans, they shine. Joey, Joey, can't you see these jelly beans are mine? Joey, Joey, these are my jelly beans. Joey, Joey, can you see? Joey, Joey, buy your own jelly beans. Joey, Joey, let them be. Colors popping in my hand, the sweetest taste in all the land. Joey,
awful.
Joey, these are my. All right, here I'll play another version of it. Here we go. This is another version.
My jelly beans, they shine. Joey, can't you see these jelly beans are mine? Joey, these are my jelly beans. Joey, can't you see? Joey.
All right. We're getting close to Halloween, Joey.
This is the biggest bunch of garbage I've ever heard.
Man, you came late today, man. Why did you come so late, Schmuckelstein? What happened to you? What was wrong?
It's Schmuckle face. People have lives. Let's go.
All right. So the title of this show is called Conquer Your Fear, Conquer Your Anger. Or deal with it. Hold on a second here. Gosh darn it.
I'll have to say that constipation really throws the bottleneck in any of this. But go on.
Yes. But I'll just say it's this is called To Conquer Your Fear, you must first recognize. To conquer your anger, you must first recognize your fear. And
I think that constipation has a lot to do with that.
I have been, Joey, I have been constipated, and it is not fun.
I think it creates fear. I think most people, because here's the thing, Brian, it's no mystery that if you've got shit, poop, caca issues, come to me. I will not shame you. I will give you the straight deal. And I feel like that is missing from the poop dialogue. So carry on.
Yes. So number one, understanding anger. Anger is often a secondary emotion. This means it usually appears in a response to other underlying feelings.
People don't know what it means to have a little decrepit, hard caca come out of them and it not really solve their issue of feeling like they have to take a massive shit. I'm just being honest.
You know what, Joey? Sometimes there's a little kernel in there that needs to get dug out, is what you're saying, basically.
There may be a kernel of truth here, yes.
A kernel of truth that needs to be dug out of that. There's a compacted caca, compacted fecal matter that needs to be dug out.
I feel if you're digging, then you're taking a very dangerous route. Don't dig in your butthole. Let it all flow. Let it run, man. Let the rivers flow like the godly waters from the heavenly parts. Let them flow, man.
Joey, sometimes though the constipation, and also there can be compacted caca. And what do you do then, Joey? What do you do then? Don't you have to dig?
I'm going to say this. It's a process. And if you try to go to a Zumba class or go back to work in the morning and you're filled up with Metamucil and stool softeners and various natural herbs and spices like Colonel Sanders, I'm telling you right now, you're going to look somebody in the face. It might be a coworker. You're going to look that coworker in the face and go, yes, I am taking a shit right now. And that's not a good look on anyone.
You know, Joey, I have been, we're talking right now, and this song may suck, but I've been inspired by this talk to write another song called
You literally have written 98% of your songs have been dog shit.
Okay, Joey, this song, I think you're going to love it. It's called Twinkie the Bear. Here we go. Fuck off.
Harry Bear feeling blue.
Gong.
He knows what he's been through.
Oh, give me a fucking break.
All right, go on.
He stands, dreaming of touching gentle hands. Twinkie Bear needs some love, just like stars above. He roams around so free, wishing someone would see.
God bless you if you are here listening to this live. I love you.
Joey, this is a great song, by the way. Twinkie the Bear.
This song literally feels like I'm wiping my butt with the most harsh toilet paper of all time.
You need it. You need the sandpaper to smooth out that hairy ass of yours.
Forest so wild and deep, Twinkie's heart does weep. He's got a heart so kind.
Who will not love Twinkie Bear?
Big and strong outside, tender heart he tries to hide. In his cave he's dreaming of love, his eyes are gleaming. Oh, Twinkie the Bear.
Twinkie the Bear. It's not always fair. Twinkie the Bear. We're going to have a Twinkie Bear. Twinkie the Bear. I think we can play this song in a few pride rallies here. Twinkie the Bear. It's like a cross between, there's a bear and a twink, and it's like a cross between a Vulcan and a Klingon, Twinkie the Bear. So, and sometimes you can just cross-pollinate. Now, Joey, self-awareness, recognizing fear that underlines anger requires a degree of self-awareness. Joey, do you have self-awareness? Are you a self-aware human being?
I'm not only self-aware, but a lot more people I'm talking to lately have there's a word for it, but there's a word for it, but it's people who say they don't have an inner voice. They don't have an inner voice. And they're throwing statistics out there, like 50% of the people are like this, and it's a little dejecting and sad. I don't buy it. If you don't have an inner voice, right now, comment, leave a message, tell me what it's like. because I do have an inner voice. I talk to it, I rationalize with it, I figure out the best course of action for my life. And without that inner voice, I don't know what I would do. So tell me if you have that inner voice. I'm curious.
You know what? I'm writing a song right now, Joey, and it's in my inner voice. And I'm writing it, and I'm thinking that you're going to love it. It says I'm living for right now for your approval,
Well,
and I think you need to start writing songs too.
we both do that. I want you to like what I say, but
Yes.
let's go.
Okay. I'm just I've just done another song, Joey. Hopefully there are no guardrails, because there are no guardrails with my love of song here. I'm just seeing, hopefully, no guardrails, no guardrails. All right, here we go, Joey. This is one I think you will, that you'll recognize with your papa. So let's go to this real quick.
Here we go.
He means no harm. He's got a heart that's pure gold, even though he's growing old. Laughing through the days and nights, his hairy back ain't out of sight. Love is more than skin and bone. It's in every laugh and groan. Harry back to their love too, to see that they hold true. Through the rough and through the smooth, love's the thing that we all choose. Wrinkles show he's lived his life, seen the joy and seen the strife, but his heart burns just as bright. Harry back, no end in sight. See what we got. Love is always in the fly. Harry back, no shame at all. Love can bloom where hair may fall.
Joey, I think I got some hit songs here. Now you kind of chuckled at that. You did chuckle.
I'm chuckling because there are a few people listening. Maybe they're on X, maybe they're on YouTube. I have no idea to know that right now. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show, people.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Leave a comment, subscribe so you can hear more, and let us know how you feel. We've got nothing but love for you. So if you need to call in and you need to tell Brian or myself a little piece of your mind, I say do it. Okay, go ahead, Brian.
I just want to say that this isn't election time, folks. And, you got to realize that, the person you may really want to win may not win. That's just the way it goes. And unfairness and hypocrisy, all those things people have dealt with all of their lives. And if you look out through history of the unfairness and things, you'll see that if you do a comparative analysis, your life perhaps really ain't that bad.
Yeah.
And
if you it depends on who you ask. If you come through me, I'm going to wonder why you even take a side at all. Now, Brian has a different view. So we all have a different side here. And Brian and I don't do a show just because we agree with each other. In fact, I think it's our ability to disagree and not hate each other at the end of the show that really makes the difference. Sure, we're friends in real life. So,
yes.
So that breaks down that breaks a border that most internet users don't have. But still, we don't agree on everything, and that has nothing to do with nothing at all. And after, at the end of the game, we still shake hands or laugh at each other's performances, and
Yeah.
you know,
And
so anyway,
I think the reason we kind of like each other is we're at a place that where we're just genuine. It comes from a real place,
yeah,
and we're honest actors for
right,
the most part.
right, and we're not grifters. We're not asking for anything yet. We've
This
no,
person has an opinion.
yeah, this person has an opinion, and it smells, and it's been worked off stage. But yeah,
Yes. Joey, now what did you have at Tommy's?
dude, they never stop serving breakfast over there. So I had a burrito.
Okay.
It was all right.
Really?
Yeah, it was a little light on the chili tonight. I don't know.
Okay. Now I think you had a. Did you have when you were with me and you went to Tommy's? What did you have that you really liked? Was it a steak sandwich or a cheeseburger?
Yeah, probably cheeseburger.
I think it was a. I think it was a pastrami cheeseburger, if I'm not mistaken.
Wait,
Was
was it an original Tommy's or was that a Tommy's knockoff?
It was a knockoff, but you liked it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was a pastrami burger. You had a pastrami burger with onions, I believe.
yeah.
And we still remember that donut place that is no longer there near the Palms area.
Well, I do remember the owner of that other place. He spoke and acted as if he had just gotten off the boat, and I didn't hate him. I'm just saying, like, it was a mediocre. What I would have told him is that the pastrami was dry.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, the pastrami was dry, but that place at Palms that had the cream filling donuts.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
Tasty.
He would put a pretty fresh, like, I don't know what you call it, a divider, a division, a line right through the middle of whatever it was, a maple bar or some, and he'd fill it with cream, and those were very, very delicious. Oh yeah.
So, Joey, I'm getting a little bit on the tired side, and I want to head myself to bed. But I want to say, look, to me, I just want to say this. Realize your fear.
Realize your fear. Look at it.
And you know what? Fear is natural.
Yes.
Fear keeps us alive.
Don't fight it.
Yeah.
Don't fight it. In fact, you can learn from it.
Absolutely.
You can learn from it. What color is it changing you? Would you describe it as more of a blue or a red? I mean, we're all different, so we all react to anger differently, and so it's important to just recognize. I personally think it's what it does to you physiologically first. What are you going through?
You know what? I do get upset on Twitter, and I probably should stop doing it, but I see a lot of egocentric bully type of behavior that does anger me. Some sanctimonious, egocentric behavior. And it comes from one side of the aisle, and it's a very self-righteous. And, it bothered me that we saw, I saw some people degenerates stealing from 7-Eleven, and it bothered me. And
so you've seen it, and I've seen it within like a block or two of where you live. So it is worth mentioning.
Yeah, and it's degenerate and it's vile, and
It's
it does.
vile, and you gotta wonder, like, is this the new rulership? And it's my own neighborhood. It's where I get, my prescriptions filled. It's where I go to for a knickknack or two, and the shelves are empty, and the food has been sitting there for 15 hours, and there's a lot of disturbing situations happening in those little places. I think one of those places even got robbed, if I'm not mistaken, in the last week. Um, like literal robbed. It's getting a little frustrating. So are you going to sit there like a little fucking bitch, or are you going to stand up and you're going to say something? And I'm saying at this point in my life, I may as well fucking say something. Look at my face, okay? It's got the marks of someone who's lived a life, all right? What are you going to do to me next? What is your plan? Or are you going to fucking listen? And are you going to answer the question? So, anyway,
Well,
sorry.
I've also realized some people they don't need to they don't have to answer questions, and I
No,
also realize sometimes, man, people, what, they don't care that they're hypocrites, they don't care that they're doing harm. They people, bad people have justifications for doing anything, and sometimes you just got to either resist them if it's a good time to resist, but sometimes you just got to flee. You got to flee, man, because it's not worth the fight. And it's sometimes it's if you're gonna lose, it ain't worth it. A beating's not worth it because they'll enjoy it. They'll enjoy beating you, and you won't enjoy being beaten up. Joey, anything to say before I
yeah,
pop? Before
yeah,
I have a
yeah,
Willie Loman song.
I feel there is a price to pay. So if you are willing to cross that line, okay, and my defined line, my natural, depending on how you accept science and nature, my body line has been defined, and if you cross that, that is a heavy trespass. Okay, that is a trespass that will be paid back if it's violated. Okay, and so that's just my opinion, and it's certainly um, something that's been in play in my life. What is Angela saying? Is she? Let's see
She's
here.
saying that Joey has turned into a better old man.
Oh, get out of here! I am old, but I am far from bitter. I live a great life. I get out every fucking day. I know people who don't. I get out and see the world. I am making plans. I'm working on things to make my life more fun and better. I couldn't disagree with you more, Miss Left Field, political Woodstock, always sitting in the outfield waiting on the fly ball, but she's just completely in the wrong. Maybe her mitt's wrong or something. I don't know.
You know what, Joey? I'll say this, and I still have that rage and anger in me, but I got this just about like as a young adult, just about every physical confront. I regret just about every physical confrontation I ever got into. I remember there was a young kid. I was a lot bigger than him, but he thought, for whatever reason, he thought he was tougher than me,
Right.
and I overwhelmed him. And I was getting ready to, like, as I was fighting him, I backed him into a corner, and I was getting ready for that knockout punch, and someone grabbed me and just fled me out of there. And I'm glad I didn't, like, because he was, like, once I started, like, because I was a lot bigger than him, and my punches, I just made him fly. And then I
Right.
was getting ready to, like, just knock his head off, and
Yeah.
someone just like, oh, stop, like just stop the, like, and
Right.
I like, and I just, he was finished, and but I'm glad that happened, and like, I don't want to hurt anybody, and I don't want anyone to hurt me. And had I had it to do over again, I would have walked away from the situation.
Well, it sounds like you've had an assessment and you understand the principles of pacifism. You may not be a pacifist, but I think you understand that they're not too far off from the idea of like Marcus Aurelius and these other sort of ideas. But to be a pacifist certainly doesn't mean to sit and roll over. It means that you understand your property lines. You understand your where you begin, and and when somebody violates that, there is a cost. There's a heavy cost in my view. Um, there are these are the people that are going to burn the hardest when the time comes. And and I'm not even religious. I don't even say that from a biblical point of view. I'm just saying that people who controlled other people through paperwork, those people are in for a world of hurt, and there's also medical procedures that have happened, and I feel that there is a ton of liability built into the actions, and so these people right now are kicking the table over. They're kicking it over. They're giving us. All you have to do is look at the financial information that's come out. It's been an absolute. It's been actually absolute clown show. Absolute clown show. These are allegedly the best economists on earth, and they are regularly wrong, incorrect with their estimations and their prognostications on and their determinations on what is going on with the economy. It's not a good economy. The economy is in free fall, and it goes on day after day. And you can choose to believe that, or you could take a stand and you can have a critical eye, which is something I always promote. Be an observer. Stand back and look. Observe before you act. It's only common sense. Only somebody who's very bad in the situation of war would react emotionally to and just without looking at all the facts, react upon some sort of an attack or action that was created by the opposing sides. So I hope that wasn't too confusing. I was trying to be as clear as I could, but let's move on.
Diplomacy works, and then when diplomacy fails, you have to take other measures. And resistance are sometimes it is best to flee. Now, Joey, I did write a song, a Willie Loman song, because we know someone out there.
There's a fatty from Thailand sitting in our chat room there. Where is the link?
All right, should I give you want him a link? Oh, geez, I gotta get to bed though, Joey.
Why don't we get this? Why don't we get this fool a link? Can we do that?
All right, we'll get him a link. Here comes the link. God, I gotta get to bed too.
I don't like it any more than you do.
Here is the link.
There you go.
Hurry up. You know, while he's doing that, I'm going to play my Willie Loman song. Well,
There's nothing great about this so-called man, Angela. Get over yourself. All right, let's hear a song.
hold on. This is a Willie Loman song.
Yes.
We know someone who should be playing Willie Loman.
Wait. By the way, I did have full authorization to play that video from the person. Now, what did you think of my video?
It was okay. It was kind of funny. It made me laugh. Here's the song, Joey.
Good.
He's just an everyday guy. Never reached up to touch the sky. In the shadows he will lie, still a human till the end. No fame, no fortune in his name. Life's a tough and ruthless game. In his heart a tiny flame, still a human till the end. A terrible thing to see, how life's not what it seems.
All right, we do have a caller.
We do have a caller in. Here we go, folks.
Yeah. And this was
Man, the myth.
That was, by the way, the worst song you've ever made.
Willie Loman, ladies. And you know what? We got a real Willie Loman here. He probably doesn't even know who Willie Loman is.
I doubt it. He may have enough. He may.
Why does anybody care?
Why does anyone care?
Why does anybody care what you have to say?
Who's Willie Loman?
Who's Willie Loman?
Yes.
Salesman.
Who's Willie Loman?
Shut the fuck up. Listen to you sycophants. Suck off each other like a centipede.
Who is it?
Who is it?
I just told you.
Yeah.
That's of a salesman, assholes.
Oh, there we go. Hey, so you know you're
okay.
Go fuck yourself. You're both useless.
Jesus
You've
Christ.
been doing this for years.
You are a low.
You've been doing this for years.
You're a low hanging fruit. Let me just say that now. Howie,
what? You've
terrible.
been doing this for years. And
You're terrible. You're terrible. It doesn't matter. The past is over. Get over.
Do your own show and show us how it's done.
Prologue.
The past is over. You only have today, man. Only have today. That's it.
Oh yeah, you're very smart.
You only have today, bro. Prove to me otherwise. What else do you have?
Yeah.
I don't need to prove. First of all, I don't need to prove to you anything.
You don't need to prove to me this. I already know the truth. You only have today. So
you think that the earth is flat. Shut up.
I have I'm not even close to believing in anything.
But listen to you. You're stammering all over you.
Have nothing to do. The flat earth is ridiculous.
Yes, but you promulgate it. So you're ridiculous.
We are in a absolutely different model than that. Okay, that is.
What model are you in?
Okay,
tell me about cosmology.
I say this: that the flat Earth is the biggest distraction from what's truly happening in the world. It's one of the biggest, most effective.
You are the biggest distraction. You distract yourself.
It has nothing, no.
You distract yourself constantly.
I think this man could use my song "Twink."
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't think any of your songs are good.
Fuck you. You love my
song. I don't think you listen to good music.
Listen to me.
Why don't you play some
hold on a second. Jesus Christ. Hold on a second. Howard,
it's wrecking you.
Do you have any prognostication on who's going to win this fucking election?
Trump.
Really?
Did you watch the crowd in New York?
So?
Did you watch the stadium that he filled in Long Island?
Oh,
show me where Kamala Cunt Harris is filling stadium.
You're acting like a boomer who is obsessed with Trump.
First of all, don't tell me how I'm acting. But you can't get a hold of your own emotions.
You're sad.
You're an emotional loser.
It is sad to hear you. You sound like my sister. No difference. The
I
same age.
wouldn't know anything about your sister or any of your family.
I'm telling you right now,
any of them.
you're about the same age, and you all
Well,
have
what's that got to do with it? There's lots of people my
you,
age.
you have Trump dysmorphia. There's something wrong with you guys. There's something in your brain that doesn't understand that you could stand in the middle and you could take a pacifistic view on the world. It's okay. But
Crowd size doesn't win elections, Angela.
you're a little closer
Those
to that.
are all Trump voters.
You're a little
Where does Harris pull
generation that grew up in a brutal sort of upbringing, and I get it.
What are you talking about?
I'm not. Hey, I'm not even casting aspersions. I'm not.
Nobody knows what you're casting. You're casting bullshit.
You have no idea. You have no concept of what it means to be a pacifist, and you just.
Did I ever say I was a pacifist? Listen, I'm for bringing the guillotine back. Put it on every street corner.
I get it. You want to continue the war, but I'm ending the war.
I'm sorry. Which war are you referring to?
Which war? There's only but one. There is only one war you need to worry about. That is it. The fact that you're even asking that is a disturbing.
What a nice way to get out of answering
no
your
clue,
question.
bro.
The fact that you're asking that just proves whatever. You sound like a liberal.
No clue.
Twinkie there.
Sound like a baby. Turn that music off. You're an idiot with no timing.
It's better songs. That's pretty good.
Twinkie the Bear is what you need. Everyone
I
needs
start
a
asking
Twinkie the Bear.
questions, and he doesn't have answers.
Who, what are we gaining? I got to get to bed. Now, we might continue this.
Why?
Joey,
Why
because
would
I have to be at work in the morning.
Oh, please. You're such a baby.
I am a baby. Boo-hoo-hoo. This is
Well,
Harris.
go run. Hide. Highland way.
Your only fan Angela is completely ready to vote for Kaka Kamala.
She probably already voted.
Good for you. You look what you've done. Look what you've done.
Look, Angela's delusional. She can't help herself. I mean, what kind of person? Okay. When Trump left office, how much did milk cost? How much did a gallon of milk cost?
I won't argue with you there. Hey, Joey, I'm gonna.
So if you bought condoms in the
gross.
in the Walgreens,
What were you gonna do with those? Gross.
what did it cost you?
Anyways, all right.
What's it cost you today? How much is milk today? I've seen videos out of New York where milk is about $8 a gallon. I think that's more than gasoline, isn't it? So
here's a
why
song
is nobody?
Don't Be a Loser.
Why? All right, don't interrupt me. Why is anybody asking all these other questions? How many wars were we in?
Yes.
What did milk cost? What's it cost now?
We've
The
been in
economy's
one
being
war.
ruined. The dollar's being destroyed.
Go back to 1933, and you'll understand. We have one war.
You know what? Don't listen.
Single
I knew about this
war.
stuff before you by about 15 years.
You
Don't
have
fucking
no
get
fucking idea what to say.
You can keep deluding yourself.
Fully accounted and present from fertilization until
You can keep. Oh, we're back on that
you
again.
don't even know what that means. What is?
Nobody has,
Tell me what it means.
I watched that idiot that you keep
Fertilization until last breath. Do you even understand the consequence? You don't. You have no idea You are stuck in a calendar, bro. You have no idea.
I think you're stuck
I
in
don't care.
1933.
I don't care how many
I
years
think
you.
you're stuck in 1933.
I'm absolutely not stuck.
Yes, you are. You keep
No,
moving.
I'm
Every time I
so
talk to you,
far out of in front.
every time I talk to you,
So
it's the
out.
same thing.
I am out and in front of
You
1933.
slobber,
And
you
not of
slobber and drip.
calendar. You don't even understand the
Right.
calendars. You are stuck on a Gregorian,
You
Roman
slobber and drip
days.
more than a bulldog.
You are absolute
You're stuck.
failure. You have not adapted. You think because you started looking at this a long time, this is no secret, dude. This is no
Of
new
course it is.
information. You just have been
What
misled.
new
You
information do
have
you
been
have?
misled by patriots. You are the problem.
What new information do you have that you could offer?
There is nothing new under the sun, and you know this.
So if
Why,
you're referencing
why would somebody
1933,
with
you're not giving anything new.
even ask that dumb question?
Listen to your sound. It sounds like shit. You're pathetic.
Listen to yourself think. It's out of step with the laws of nature and nature's God. You need to wake up, bro.
Nature's
Anyways,
God.
that's right.
You gonna? I tell you what. Take a picture of you hugging a
Why don't
tree.
you explain to me?
Sequoia.
Why don't you explain to me one
Try
sentence?
Sequoia. Go
I,
hug it.
I and my father are one. Why don't you explain what that means?
I don't give a fuck.
Because you have no clue. That's why
No, I don't give a fuck.
you don't give a fuck because you feel
There's
like
no because. I don't give a fuck.
you have no idea.
Well, you can keep telling yourself that. You're very delusional.
My father are one.
Turn that music off, you idiot. You haven't learned how to do a podcast yet.
No,
Give it
you
to
know
years.
you wouldn't know anything about
You guys
biology.
are the biggest podcast losers I know.
Hat on your forehead and it said, "Hey, look, I'm biology." You would have no idea.
You're
That's
what?
sad. That is sad.
All right,
When's the
guys,
last
I'm going to
time?
end this thing. I got to get to
No,
bed.
you're not. When's
It's
the last time you
every,
got laid,
Like,
Jason?
subscribe, leave a comment down below. Joe, if you want to stick
When's
around,
the
it's up to
last
you.
time you
But I'm
got
leaving the
laid?
show.
I'm not going to ask the
it's
fat
been
man.
in every movie
I'm not
since
going to ask. I
1933.
won't
All
ask
you
the
got
fat
to do is open your
Joey, do you want to? If you want to continue, can you end the show from
I
here? Because I'm
won't
going to leave if
ask
you don't.
the fat man.
All you
Listen
got to
what
do
I
is
said.
open your eyes. And if you can't, come to my show. I'm going to have a show next month in late October.
You
I'll
have a
make
show
sure to
next
advertise
month?
it. And it's, yes, I do.
Next month.
Yeah.
Joey,
Next
Not
month.
tomorrow. Not this
I'm
weekend.
going to end.
Next
I'm
month.
going to leave. Joey, I'm going to either leave the show or I'm going to end it. What do you want to
Oh,
do?
you know what? I
No,
can
I
hear the terror in your
I haven't
voice.
heard from you in months. So what are you talking
Well,
about?
that's because I've been doing.
Blah, 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 blah.
Do you want me to end it?
Yeah.
Listen to you. You can't do anything on your own. Such a fucking baby.
Like and
You want me to
subscribe.
end it? You
I
want
do
me to
fun.
end it, JP? I'll end it if you say end it. Otherwise, I'll stick my thumb in my ass.
I do plenty. I do plenty on my own.
You do a show once a month.